feel very up close and personal, all zoomed in and sat on the floor. Actually, I'm gonna get a pillow. Hello, how are you today? I hope you're doing good. I know you can't answer me, but I hope you are doing good. I thought I would film a about me tag. I have had this requested a few times. I think I've done one. I think I've done an about me tag like a few months ago, but I gained quite a few new subscribers over the weekend, and even this year I've gained quite a few new ones. We're nearly at 20,000, which is amazing. And I thought I could share more about myself aside from the normal topics that I talk about on my channel, like veganism and minimalism and stuff, just general stuff about me. So I have this tag on my phone, which is the YouTube get to know me tag, and I'm just going to go through them and answer them. So I hope you enjoy this video, and before we get started, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up, because a lot of you have still been telling me you're being unsubscribed, which is really annoying. So make sure you're subscribed, hit the bell button, and yeah, I'm gonna get into it now. So the first question is, what is your middle name? And I have two middle names. You know one of them already, as it's my channel name, Madeleine Olivia, and then my second middle name is Beatrice. I used to hate my middle names when I was younger. I used to find it so embarrassing, but now I kind of love it. We have a little guest. Come on, Zeus, do you wanna join me? This is my cat Zeus. Right, the next question is, what is your favourite colour? And my favourite, oh, he's off. Favourite colour? Oh, I don't know. It's either got to be like a pale, dusty pink colour or a teal blue colour. The next question is, who's your first best friend? I think my first best friend was a boy called Peter in nursery school when I used to live in Surrey, and I just remember him being my best friend for a short space of time. But I was really young, like 3 or 4. How tall are you? I am 5'11", and this comes as a shock to a lot of you because I guess you don't see me standing up, you just see this all the time. But a lot of you comment when I mention my height or my apartment tour, my last video, my apartment tour, someone commented saying, oh my god, I didn't realise you were so tall until you were stood like in the doorway. So yeah, I'm really, really tall. I've always been super tall. I think I've been this height since I was like 13, and I think also a lot of you don't know that I'm tall because Alex, my boyfriend, is super, super tall as well, and when I'm stood next to him I look kind of small. He's 6'4", 6'3", 6'4", so we're a tall pair. Very, very tall. The next question is, cats or dogs? This is a hard one. I would have to say both. I've always had cats and dogs as pets, and I love both cats and dogs. They're both great for different reasons. Cats are definitely more cuddly. Like, I love cuddling with my cats so much. So I'd say I've got a little bit of a soft spot for cats at this point in my life, but I do love dogs as well. Funniest moment throughout school? My god, I have no idea. Funniest moment throughout school. This is really hard for me to remember because I'm 25, so it was a long time ago I was in school. But I think one of the funnier moments that come to mind is this book that we used to keep, which kind of reminds me of Mean Girls, the burn book, except it wasn't mean. It was a book of cartoons that we would draw of one another and our friends and people in our class, and it was just hilarious. We'd sort of add to it. It wouldn't even necessarily have to be cartoons or drawings of people. It would just be this book full of doodles. We called it the Doodle Book, and it was just a book filled with doodles of people, friends, weird things, just anything, and we used to laugh so much at this book. And when we were bored in class, I just have so many fun memories of that doodle book, and I wish I had it. I'm sure that one of my friends does have it, and I'd love to see that one day. How many countries have you visited? I don't know off the top of my head, but I can list them as far as I can remember. I have visited America and Canada when I was a kid. I visited France, Spain, Portugal, Italy, Germany, I guess Scotland, Wales and Ireland count as other countries as well, or do they? I don't know. Poland, Greece, Turkey, Cyprus, Hungary. Yeah, around 10 other countries. Is that everywhere? Yeah, I've just travelled around Europe to different places. I've been to like Italy a few times, been to France quite a few times, and been to Spain quite a few times. I've never been outside of Europe, apart from America when I was like 1 year old. So this year I'm going to Thailand and then to Canada again and America again, and that would be really exciting to sort of go further afield because for a long time I've only sort of stayed in Europe. Are you in, have you gone to college? And I'm assuming that means university. Yes, I have been to university. I'm not in university anymore. I graduated in 2014 and I studied art history, because I'm sure some of you will ask the question. And I went to St Andrews University in Scotland. What was your favourite worst subject in high school? My favourite subject by far was art, hence why I took history of art. I loved art, everything about it. I would spend my free periods in art class doing more art. I was in love with it, and I very, very nearly went to university for art, or went to art college, because I just loved painting and drawing so much. But I was an academic person too, and a lot of my teachers advised me to keep that up and use my strengths and go to uni and kind of go down that road. And who knows, imagine if I'd done art at uni, what I would have done. Maybe I would have been doing something totally different, because I'm definitely not doing anything to do with art history right now. And my worst subject, it's hard for me to pick a worst subject, because in school I really enjoyed learning and I was a bit of a boffin, and I wanted to be good in all my classes, so it's hard for me to pick. I think probably RE, which is religious education, if you don't have that in your country, just because you never studied it in the depth that you would other subjects like maths and science. You'd go into so much depth to it, but RE was kind of skimming lots of different religions and skimming lots of different topics, and you could never, I don't know, it just was a bit boring. And I know that a lot of people in my school really didn't like RE because it was quite a boring subject in comparison to other ones. What is your favourite drink? I'm going to be totally boring and say water, because it's the only drink I really drink. If I'm out though and I want to get like a sparkling drink, I'll probably get apple ties, because apple ties is delicious. What is your favourite animal? I think my favourite animal is a dolphin. When I was younger I was obsessed with dolphins. I just think they're adorable and really cute, and I think because they're not, I've never seen one in real life, so, oh, I know I have seen one in real life. Yeah, I have, I'm lying. I've seen one on a boat, sort of in Greece. It followed us on the boat. But when I was younger, I'd never seen one, and it was such an exotic thing, a dolphin. So yeah, I love dolphins. What is your favourite perfume? Well, I don't actually wear perfume. Oh no, I lie, I do have a perfume. I have a, what's it called? Pacifica perfume, a little roll-on one that my sister got me, and that's really nice. But I've never been a perfume person. So many people, when I was younger, everyone like has a perfume as their scent. My sister loves perfume, my mum loves perfume. I've just never been a perfume person. I just think it's a waste of money, it's so expensive. But a nice little roll-on perfume for special occasions is always nice. Tea or coffee? Tea for sure. I don't drink coffee because it makes me not feel very well, and I don't particularly think coffee is very good for you. I got a lot of hate in my 25 healthy habits video for the coffee comment. A lot of people were like, coffee's fine. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion. Coffee, it's so high in caffeine that it suppresses your appetite, and it just makes me feel unwell, so that just kind of makes me think that it can't be very good for you. And I used to be really addicted to coffee, so I like a nice cup of peppermint and licorice tea if I'm gonna have a hot drink. What would you or have you named your children? Well, I don't know. There are so many names that I really like, but also like I'm noticing more and more people using the names. Like when I was younger, I really liked the name Noah, and I really liked the name Isaac, but I'm noticing a lot more people are naming their kid that, so I'm kind of like, oh, I don't know. I really like the name Ezra. I really like the name Rosalind, but apart from that, I've not really thought a lot about it, because I'm really fussy, and I'd probably, if I was gonna have kids when I'm older, I would probably spend a lot of time considering what name to give them. And I do like French names. My name is French, and I think French names are beautiful. What sports do you play, have you played? At the minute I cycle a lot. That is my main sport. When I was younger though, I was the sportiest kid ever. I've always been really, really sporty. I did running, I did athletics, I did netball, I did swimming. They were the main ones that I did. But I did them all after school when I was so into it. I even like tennis as well. Mainly I was into running and athletics and swimming, and I just loved that. And I only kind of went off the sporty sort of bandwagon when I was like 15, 16, and I got into music and boys and just kind of lost my interest in sports. But I've always been a tomboy. I've always really enjoyed sports, and I've always been super competitive. What is your favourite book? I don't know. I always say like Wuthering Heights or Pride and Prejudice, because I read them when I was a teenager and they have like really nice memories for me, and they're very romantic, and I love the movies as well. So the next question is, who are some of your favourite YouTubers? And this is really hard because I have so many and I follow so many people, but I'm just going to look on my phone and see some of the people who are on here. I love Family Fizz at the moment. Their daily vlogs are so cute. I love Madeleine. She does incredible What I Eat in a Day, and she's living in Hawaii, and it's all very gorgeous, and she's gorgeous and she's lovely as well, so check her out. High Carb Hannah, of course. Durian Rider, I know he's a controversial one, but I do love cycling and he's very motivating. Bonnie Rebecca, she's a good old classic vegan YouTuber. Naturally Stephanie is amazing. Eric Conover, he does incredible travel vlogs. Oh, I love Colleen Ballinger, you know, Miranda, she's hilarious. I've watched her for years and I absolutely love her. Love Naomi Smart, love a bit of Casey Neistat, who doesn't? Who else? Right, I'm just gonna name a few more because there's so many that I probably missed loads that I know that I absolutely love and watch all the time. Oh, I'm gonna finish it off with Mr. and Mrs. Vegan, and I'm gonna ask them to make more videos because I love their videos, they're so educational, and the WSLF Facebook group so helpful. And yeah, I want to see more videos of their cute baby. Please make more videos. What is your favourite movie? I've said this so many times. Donnie Darko is my favourite favourite movie. Are you single or taken? I think we all know that. I have a boyfriend, Alex. He's often in my videos, so I'm definitely taken. We've been together for 6 years now, so. What's your idea of an ideal first date? I think my idea of an ideal first date would, I'm not really bothered about what we're doing or where we are. It would have to be where I connect with the person and I just felt myself. I've never really dated, so it's hard for me to say, but I can imagine the ideal first date would be that I really, really connected with that person and it was easy, it wasn't awkward, it wasn't like uncomfortable to sit and talk to them, and I just kind of got lost in enjoying the company and the time that I was spending them wherever we were. I wouldn't want to be at like an expensive restaurant or anything. I'd want to be somewhere that's casual and kind of I can just hang out with them and get to know them. How many girlfriends or boyfriends have you had? I have had 2 serious boyfriends. I mean, I'm not going to count boyfriends I've had like when I was a kid. I guess officially I probably had 4 boyfriends, but I will say I've had 2 like serious relationships. One when I was a teenager, from the age of like 15 to 18, and then from the age of 18 to now. So I've never really been single. I've only been single for about 5 months in between those relationships. I'm just one of those people who's always been in relationships, and yeah, it wasn't intentional. I just met Alex at uni and kind of, yeah, that was it. Favourite memory from childhood? My favourite memory from childhood is probably just spending loads and loads of time outdoors, running around, roller skating around my house, cycling around my house, running around my house, playing with the chickens. I loved living in Cornwall when I was a kid and just being able to just go outside all the time. Whenever I would visit friends, we'd just play outside in the garden and go on like long, I don't know, adventures outside, and that's my favourite memory. I'll always look back and love the time that I spent outside as a kid, just adventuring and having fun. Do you speak any different languages and how well? Definitely not. I don't speak any other languages. That's on my bucket list. I want to learn a language before I hit 30. I want to move abroad, learn the language, and because when I was younger I was good at languages and I gave it up because my school that I went to, their languages department was just a bit rubbish. The schooling wasn't very good and I got a bit fed up of it and I chose other subjects. But I did enjoy learning another language, and my boyfriend Alex, he did Latin and Greek and French and Italian, so he can teach me hopefully in the future. He's kind of forgotten French, but I know that he would be able to pick it up if we were to move to France or if we were to move to Italy or Spain. I feel like he could help me with his knowledge to learn a language and we could figure it out. I'd love to learn a language. Do you have any siblings? Yes, I have one sister. She is older, she's 28 now. She just turned 28, which is crazy. And she lives in London, and you might have seen her in my vlogs before. Her name is Charlotte, or Charlie. How would you describe your fashion sense? Now, when I was younger, I was super into fashion and wanted to be the coolest, most fashionable person ever. Now, my fashion sense is whatever is comfortable and kind of simple and kind of like this. I live in things like this. I love stripes and minimal clothing. So I'd say it's minimal, simple colours and simple prints. I like stripes and polka dots. But I do like a little bit of vintage thrown in there. What is your favourite restaurant? I have no idea. Like, I don't live somewhere where there's loads of really cool restaurants, so I really don't have a favourite restaurant. But I think my favourite restaurants to go to are like really authentic Indian or Thai restaurants. They always tend to be really delicious, so I'm just gonna say generic Indian, really authentic Indian or Thai restaurants, because I love that type of food. What are some of your favourite TV shows? Well, old school TV shows that I used to love, the OC for sure comes to mind. I absolutely adored the OC and I think I've seen every episode about 10 times. So the OC is definitely up there. I recently watched the OA, which was incredible, one of the best TV shows I've seen in a long time. And one more. I do love like really shitty reality TV like The Bachelor, so I'll throw that in there in the mix. PC or Mac? Mac 100%. I hate PCs. What phone do you have? I have an iPhone 7 Plus. Is it a 7 Plus? I don't even know. It's the big new one and it's in pink. Tell us about one of your bad habits. My bad habits. I feel like I need Alex here to tell me what my bad habits are. I think that probably some of my worst habits are repeating myself, because I ramble and then I say things over and over again and don't realise I've said them over and over again. Also, Alex hates when I go to the toilet and shower and I leave my clothes by the loo. I think that's a little silly bad habit that I do, and I might like leave my pyjama bottoms, and he finds it really annoying but hilarious that like I leave my like trousers as if I've just stepped out of them, so you can kind of see through them and you can see the socks at the bottom, because I like to step out of them and leave them there, and he hates that / finds it funny. So that's a bad habit, I suppose. And that is all of the questions. I thought there'd be more. I was really enjoying that. I really enjoyed that. Felt like I was like taking a trip down memory lane. I hope you enjoyed this video and you got to know me a little bit better. I want to know your answer to some of these questions, so pick a question, I'll link them in the description. Pick a question and answer it for me in the comments down below, because I'd really like to get to know you guys a little bit more. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!